And it's now time to say goodbye to the reigning Mr. World. Please welcome him as he takes to the stage for the last time, Rohit Khandelwal. Okay, Rohit, I know this is a hard moment, but before you say goodbye, tell us some of the highlights of your reign as Mr. World.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mabuhay. Well, right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm incredibly honored to be a part of the Mr. World organization. And it was never about winning. The journey started after winning, especially with Beauty with Purpose initiative. That was with Julia Morley. Because it was never a competition, it was learning a lot of lessons in life, especially lessons about helping people through Beauty with Purpose, traveling across to different parts of the country. And just like Father Rocky, I met so many amazing people in my life. And I would like to wish the contestants all the very best. Each and every one of them, all the contestants are so fabulous. I've been known them for a while. And may the best man and the man with the golden heart take the legacy forward. And lastly, I would like to conclude by saying I am always going to be grateful for being Mr. World, for holding this title, for the love and the support that I receive from each and every one of you. I think I wouldn't have had such beautiful experiences, such memories in my life as much as I've had holding this title of Mr. World. And special thanks to the person, the positive energy over here, Julia Morley. I think there's so much that I've learned from you. And that's it. I think this is Mr. World, Rohit Khandelwal, 2016, signing off. Have a great evening, guys.
All right, Rohit, please take your final walk. So much, Rohit, and you indeed had a great year. Now, it is time for my favorite moment. Earlier, we had very interesting and getting to know questions, but final question. It is each contestant has a question that has been set by a member of the public. So let's begin with Brazil. Okay, Brazil, so your question comes from a viewer of the Philippines. And their question is, what is your greatest wish for the world and why?
Good evening, everyone. And that moment, my wish for the world is, everyone, please pray for the Amazonia. You really need that. That not just from Brazil, it's from the world. You really need help. Please pray for Amazonia. Thank you very much. You are really amazing. I hope all of you enjoyed that show it for all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brazil. And now we have Dominican Republic. Okay, Dominican Republic, this question comes from a viewer from South Africa. Okay, what have you learned during your experience in the Philippines?
I have learned a lot. We are 72 contestants. We are diverse. We're different, and we're sharing the same dream. We're sharing the same dream of hard work, dedication. We want to represent our country and talk about our cultures. But the most important thing, we all have an advocacy. I think this is the most important for everyone. My advocacy is to advocate for inclusion with children in general, and I hope that I could do that with all my fellow contestants. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dominican Republic. Now we have England. Okay, England, your question comes from a viewer from China. Okay, what do you think is the most important message the world needs to hear right now?
I think the most important message is to try to imagine the best possible superhero you can think of. Even if you can't even think that it's possible for a human to achieve that, imagine that superhero, and that actually happens to be you. And you can do that if you empower yourself to do that. It is actually possible that superhero to be. Imagine.
All right. I'm sure everybody will start doing that from now on. Thank you so much, England. Let's welcome back on stage Mexico. All right, Mexico, this question comes from the Mr. World Press Conference. What was the best thing about the Philippines?
Well, you know, the best people in the world is the Filipinos here this night, cheering everyone of the 72 contestants. I'm so happy because all this time I was hearing, sir, from everyone, you're so polite, you're so warm, you make us feel in home because you're so dissimilar to where I came, from Mexico. You have the same last name, Ayman Gonzalez, you are Lopez, Perez. We all are a big family, you know, and now we are Mr. World here united from 72 countries. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mexico. And last but not the very least, we have South Africa. All right, so your question comes from a viewer in India. Your question is, do you wish to carry on from the current Mr. World, Rohit Khandelwal?
That's a very good question. He was actually on here just now. I think he embodied the principles that Mr. World strives for. It's more than pageant. It's about unifying people. And I think having spent my time with these phenomenal 71 gentlemen who have become brothers, I get what that means. We all come from such different cultures, backgrounds. We all look different. Every shade you can find back there, but we all unified. And I think that's the biggest thing about Mr. World, Miss World, and pageants in general. It brings everybody around the world, and it says there's something that connects all of us, and that's what's most important. So at the end of the day, this organization does that better than any organization. That's why I came to it. It's why my heart is so close to it. And to be honest with you, if I could get this mantle, I would grab it and run as fast as I did for that sports challenge.
All right, thank you very much, South Africa. Now the competition has closed. Judges